What up, pro wrestling podcast world? This is your lovely Top Rope Smarkcast episode 4. I am Mr. On.
And I am the $100 man.
This is Suplex Charlie. And Boy Trekker 2016, where is he?
The boy is here today.
The boy, he's here in the flesh.
The boy is here in the flesh.
He was busy doing other things last week, but he's here this week.
Tinder double team.
Took a break from Tinder. Now he's back on the podcast. Love. Okay, anyway, pretty, I wouldn't say dull week for WWE this week, but we could agree that this Raw was a little underwhelming. And I don't know. What'd you guys think about this Raw? Suplex Charlie.
To me, this Raw was a filler. Those filler episodes where you just plug in stuff, try to see if things stick, create storylines. But I feel like they didn't do a very good job creating storylines this week. Like, actually, they might have. I mean, there was bits and pieces of good stuff on Raw. Other than that, I just felt like it was just a filler Raw. Nothing really significant. They did have Brock Lesnar come out. It's always big when you have Brock Lesnar, but then it was an underwhelming Raw. In general, to me. This is my opinion. The boy.
Didn't Brock Lesnar come out for the main event?
He did.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He came at the end, yeah.
Yeah, and just whooped everyone's ass. Yeah.
Like always.
Your thoughts, boy, on the on Monday Night Raw?
It was okay.
That's not how it works over here. That's not how it works over here on Top Rope Smarkcast, man. You have to.
It was alright.
That's what happens when you miss a week, bro.
Mine on Tinder?
It's still on Tinder right now.
Nah, see, bro. All right, man. What'd you think about the Raw, though?
Well, it like you guys were saying, it's pretty lackluster. There's nothing really much going on. I mean, of course, it's usually it was after the pay-per-view, right?
No, it's the second week.
Second week after pay-per-view. Okay. Well, they're still trying to build storylines, which I think they should have already had it established after the pay-per-view, because now you have one more Raw before Fastlane.
Yeah,
and it's making Fastlane look pretty weak just because of the fact they weren't able to establish anything. Yeah. Really grabbing the ground. The only thing they did was progress the story of the main event. Pretty much, I really didn't see much progression aside. Also, you might see where the Divas title is going to head to, but I don't really see what's going to happen with the tag team titles. Right? Yeah, you got the announcement of the rematch of the United States title, but I thought that feud was already over after Royal Rumble. I think we all said that last week.
Yeah.
So on the top, there's just nothing much. They didn't really progress much of AJ Styles. Also. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a couple things that I think we'll talk about more in depth, but that's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah. I feel, when I've seen this Raw, I feel like it's the same Raw I've seen for the past 3 weeks, match-wise. I feel like the company's having a hard time booking others to wrestle each other. I feel like Ziggler and Owens, they've been going at Raw, SmackDown. For sure, all the house shows are going at it. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch. You just see, I don't know. I just see all these same matches, and that's what just makes me just a little unmotivated for it to become a better product. It's like, gosh, I just see all these same matches, and I just want it. Maybe they're lacking on storylines progressing because they're just saving all the big time moments for WrestleMania. But I don't know. I didn't feel.
The booking's kind of hard too because of all the injuries. There's so many injuries.
Yeah.
Sheamus is injured now. Del Rio has an injury. Yeah. Pretty much whole League of Legends.
League of Nations.
Somebody's playing League of Legends.
So that whole faction is decimated right now. So
Cesaro also.
And there's just a lot of injuries, but I mean the injuries.
They're doing the best they can.
The injuries shouldn't be an excuse because this is their chance to elevate new stars, which they should do. Exactly. The thing that they're missing really is the multiple storyline connects, right? Like how one person can be involved in multiple storylines. The only person I feel right now that's really that can be involved in multiple storylines is Kevin Owens. That's it. Everyone else is all stuck in one storyline. And they're not really connecting all these. If you watch the Attitude Raws, like there's so many storylines you can go off of for one person, and that's what I think is really missing right now. I mean, Brock Lesnar kind of has multiple, but he only has 2, I think, storylines going on: the Triple Threat, the Championship, and the Wyatts. Okay. That's it. But if you look at any other wrestler on the card or in there, Kalisto only has the Del Rio thing going on, right? Ambrose, we don't even know. We don't know what the hell Ambrose is doing right now, But that's just the way I feel right now. Suplex.
I said my thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
Okay. I said my thing though.
Okay.
What do you guys feel about the Owens versus Ziggler match that was on Raw?
Well, like you said, it's a good match, right?
It's always a good match.
It's always a good match when these two guys fight each other. Of course, they fought each other many times, but I mean that's pretty much it,
I mean, Ziggler won this time though, so
which is.
I mean, just take turns putting each other over. That's great, but it's like again, I've seen the same match the past 2 months, like over and over again.
But with Ziggler winning, do you really think it's gonna
help him
do anything for him?
No.
It doesn't really do anything for him. And it doesn't really do much for Owens either. But even if you had Owens go over Ziggler, people are going to feel like, well, Ziggler's still getting buried. Nothing they're not doing with Ziggler. But it's not like nothing's going to happen if Ziggler wins either.
Ziggler was buried for like, what, the last 3 weeks? He even lost to Heath Slater, one Raw?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think that match was actually a good match, just for wrestling-wise. I mean, it was a good match. It was a good match overall, but
It was a match to fill the show up.
yeah, it was a good match for the show. It's just that there was no storyline progressing. It was just wrestling. It was really good though.
What are they going to do with Ziggler? Like, what's going on with him?
I don't know. I'm just hearing. I don't remember, what was it? I read an article saying he's planning on retiring in the next couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at like 3
he's
years.
pretty much. He's accomplished a lot in the industry already. I mean, he's been heavyweight champion already. He's been Intercontinental champion. I feel like, when you win the Intercontinental and heavyweight, like, I mean, what else can you achieve after that?
You could
It's WrestleMania moments. Winning the Royal
he
Rumble.
can create some more legacy or some more moments for himself,
Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say too. Like, at least solidify him as one of the better wrestlers in the company.
Yeah.
Make it solid. Like, so that to the point where beating Ziggler helps elevate you.
Yeah.
As a star. Mm-hmm. Where right now beating him is just like beating Heath Slater.
No, but
That's a great point.
he got buried nasty. Like, he was actually supposed to be really, really big. He did win. He was the one who eliminated the Authority, and it was like a big push for him, and he felt like he was gonna be champion again.
Yeah.
And then he like regressed.
What happened?
He got suspended, or he got reprimanded for doing a stand-up comedy without the notifying WWE. So that really pushed him back nasty, because he was the sole survivor of that match, and that Survivor Series match, and it was a big thing.
Yeah, it was a big thing for him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I really felt like he was gonna get pushed again. I really liked Ziggler at the time. He's a good worker. He probably takes the best bumps, and he sells the best. Mm-hmm. He sells his own move, getting hurt on his own move. I mean, not a lot of people do that.
The last person I saw do that selling off his own move is Rob Van Dam when he does the 5-star frog splash.
And he just bounces off the mat. AKA pushes himself off while he's.
You see him getting hurt, but Ziggler's actually is a very good worker, and he does sell. I just wish they would do more with him. My guess is that come WrestleMania, he's going to be in that that ladder match for whatever they're going to do, the 7-man match.
The Money in the Bank.
No, they don't do Money in the Bank. They probably.
Oh yeah, they don't.
That's they're probably going to have something going on with
then.
or he might even be in that Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh God,
no! Please.
I don't know. I just don't feel. I mean,
is that a yearly thing?
They
Now?
want to make it.
Yeah.
They want to make it a big deal, but it's just.
It's on the kickoff show. though.
R.I.P. Andre, but it's just not a big deal. Like
Because of the names they have in it.
yeah, it's because like you don't. I mean, you get a trophy. That's great. It's different when you have an Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I don't know. What do you guys feel about the Andre the Giant Battle Royal versus the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? Like, what do y'all feel is more more credible?
The NXT Dusty Classic, because it was the wrestlers who made it.
Yeah,
They made it important.
yeah.
And the way they booked it was important. They don't really book the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
It's just
as
it's
It's
being
the first
important.
match at WrestleMania.
There's just a battle royal over the top. It's not really. I don't know.
Oh, it was Joe and Valor who won the
Yeah.
Invitational, right?
Just the ultimate tag team. Like, come on, bro.
And then last year, everyone felt that, who was it? Mizdow should have had that push to win that Battle Royal.
Fall the face of the earth for that guy. He's gone.
Yeah, he fell off, man.
And he's actually a good wrestler. If you watched him,
He is.
when he had the Money in the Bank briefcase, man. This guy, it's just a sad case for him. I wish
Great
more
mic
would be for him.
skills.
But like now he's just a jobber, just like the social outcasts.
Yeah.
The social outcast. I don't know. They might not end up being.
Isn't that your team right now? Like you're like
I kind of like them, man. I just like that.
Where was Bo Dallas this week?
Oh, what happened was Bo Dallas and also Bray Wyatt, their grandfather was sick, like on his deathbed, so they actually left the day before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be good.
with their papa
Yeah.
IRS.
Well, IRS, Micah Tunda. So, how'd you guys feel about the match the social outcasts had with the Usos? First off, I just want to say Usos need to not dab in their entrance. I hope that's the last dab. I just hope, man. I just hope. It's like they just found out what a dab was 2 weeks ago. They're like, we're gonna start doing this in our entrance. No one's done this before yet. Bro, okay, I want to put all the money right after they dab. They're gonna hit the folks. Like that's gonna be the new one. Like
They're gonna hit the folks in like 3 weeks from now.
2 months later, they're gonna hit the folks.
They're gonna dab all the way to WrestleMania.
And then hit the folks at WrestleMania.
Yeah. What do you guys think about their match with the social outcast though?
I mean,
Nothing impressive, really.
I'm just happy that Adam Rose had the chance to actually wrestle.
Like Russell?
Yeah, wrestle and actually have offense. They didn't lose right away.
yeah, it wasn't a complete squash. They actually had the chance to show some of their offense, which is cool. I mean, I'm still not a believer in the social outcasts. I think they're just trying to be another type of comedy group to try to see if they can get elevated in the same way as New Day.
New Day, no.
You know, that's what I feel. The New Day formula worked, right? So they're thinking maybe we can push other people in that same way as well.
It's like trying to make a BWO and an LWO and black. Like, no, man. I don't know. I think they're gonna find their own lane. Like they don't, so they don't have to be compared to New Day. But as of right now, being a faction and being funny, they're gonna be compared to New Day.
It's hard to recreate that New Day magic.
Yeah. The New Day did something different at the time when they were struggling to get over. They just said, F it, and they did what they, whatever they wanted to do to be heels and be annoying. The best types of heels are the annoying heels. JBL. He always talked about how he hated that guy at the gym that always wore the towel around his neck. So he did it. That's what he hated about that. That's what made him hate those kind of guys. And it's like, I'm just gonna do that. Wear a towel around my neck as I come to the ring.
JBL.
Yeah, the Usos had actually a good, I think, part in the match when they super kick with the super kick to the super kick. I mean,
Was that what they were doing? Just
yeah,
super kicks?
yeah, they did a double super kick. I think he did a super kick, and then Curtis Axel jumped off the top rope, did a super kick, and he super kicked another guy.
So it was just 5 super kicks.
There was like 3 super kicks in a row for sure. I think they did do a double super kick one of the times, but it's kind of reminiscent of a certain tag team called Young Bucks, which I love.
Yeah.
I love them. I honestly, if Young Bucks get signed to WWE, they will have a great match with the Usos.
Yeah.
Just super kick wise.
Oh, super kick.
It's gonna be.
I think they started that. I don't know. Like first time I seen a double super kick was from the Young Bucks. Like a double super kick at the same time. Like that's so ignorant, bro. And they super kick a kid.
Yeah.
Which is probably why you love them so much.
So if you can go on YouTube and put Young Bucks super kick a kid, one of the best things I ever watched in a while. Hands down.
They kicked the kid in the face.
Like legitimate 9-year-old.
Was it a double super kick?
Double super kick on a 9-year-old. And then you gotta catch him. And they caught the kid real nasty.
They caught his dad. Bro, you have to like the Young Bucks, man. It's so ridiculous.
Man, the Young Bucks do call it a super kick party. You know, that's one of their phrases. That's one of the phrases they coin. It's a super kick party. You know, because they do so many super kicks. But yeah, I think the Usos are just trying to.
I mean, I think that's like their move too. Like
That is their move.
I mean,
Everyone has a super kick.
They do.
Everyone has a super
It defeats
kick.
I remember Stone Cold. I heard him talking about it, where he's all like, he feels wrestling moves and moves are losing all credibility because it's just being used repetitively. Like a DDT is just a DDT now. You can kick out of it.
Yeah, compared to like a Jake the Snake DDT.
You're not kicking out. A super kick, everyone's super kicking. Dolph Ziggler, Usos, everyone's just using
Kevin
it.
Owens.
It's not an HBK. Yeah. It's not HBK. When you super kick, you're done. You know what I mean? So
What does it make HBK's super kick stronger because no one can kick out of it? You know, everyone does the same move.
He tunes it up. That's why.
like no, you don't see nobody.
Level 3 super.
You don't see nobody hitting. Who's hitting a stunner and kicking out?
Whenever John Cena
Stop, bro.
The rope stunner.
The thing is,
No, that's a setup. That's a setup.
The thing with Cena is that his stunner should be stronger because he does a springboard stunner versus Stone Cold's kick to the midsection and stunner.
I still remember the first time I seen that.
I think everyone's just like,
happening?
what the heck is going on? Yes.
I know, I thought the same thing too. As the John Cena fan of this podcast, I was like, what? He has a new move?
And then when him and Kevin Owens, because he unleashed a gang of new moves with that match he had with Kevin Owens.
He did.
When he did, what's that? It's like
That
a spinning.
it's
like a spinning
powerbomb?
somersault, powerbomb,
Yeah.
pin.
Almost like a bootleg Canadian
Canadian
destroyer.
Destroyer.
Yeah, it's like a reverse.
Like a bro. I was
Yeah.
just like, Cena, what in the? Yeah. He's,
Well, it's funny because it's all the work goes to the other guy. I think.
Yeah.
So Kevin Owens did all that work for John Cena just to pull that move off.
so moving on to Raw, there was a really good promo cut by The Miz.
Oh, Miz TV?
Yeah, on Miz TV. It wasn't like he was really passionate. He was really serious, and he had fire in everything he was saying. You can tell that Miz through that. He's an AJ Styles fan. He's a super fan of AJ Styles. Like I was. That's what I got from him. Like the things he was saying, like telling AJ, like, you don't know, you're so good. You won all these championships. You clawed your way to the top. You were told you were number 2. Like he knows what. He kind of knows what the fans feel about AJ that's been watching him, and you know he kind of let it out, and it was good. They're not letting AJ talk for nothing. They're not letting him talk at all. Why do you think they're not letting him talk?
I think they're not letting him talk because literally he has so much steam going right now, and they're cheering this dude hard now, and everyone's behind him. They actually did a poll on WWE.com if they feel like if AJ Styles can be a champion, like WWE champion. I think it was like 85% said yes. 85% said yes. So and I think they're doing this so he doesn't lose stream because he's not the greatest person on the mic.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't entered WWE world yet, so he hasn't. We did that training. There's classes.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it in indie scene.
Oh, yeah, he's not the greatest person on the mic, and I feel like this is a way for WWE to keep that steam, and then you don't fall into that Roman Reigns, I can't speak, and then you're not believable. So I feel like having guys like Chris Jericho and The Miz, the guy's ridiculous on the mic. To be honest with you,
He's good on the mic.
he's good on the mic. And then what he did on that, it was only to elevate AJ Styles and put him in another stratosphere. So yeah, it was really good. The boy.
I think it shows how good of an heel that The Miz can actually be with a company. He has the potential to be their best heel because WWE has no heels, legitimate heels at all.
He can be a real top heel because he's easy to hate.
He's so easy to hate.
He's really easy to hate.
He's really easy to hate in real life too.
In real life.
You ever watch him as like up, down, down? I really hate that guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's just so cocky with the Bears. I wish you know what team does he use? The Bears, right?
No, that's Seth Rollins.
Rollins.
He uses the
What
Bears.
team?
He uses Steelers?
Browns. He uses the Browns.
Yeah, he's from Cleveland.
Yeah, he uses the
He uses
Browns,
the
and he
Browns,
just doesn't. He talks so much crap.
Bro, man, like
But there was one who served him. There was an episode where he got served so bad
he got served
by Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods served him on Street Fighter because he was getting mad that I think he's E Honda.
E Honda. Yeah.
And then he just does this move with the hand, and then the Miz got so mad he actually put up his Intercontinental title and he lost it to.
Bro,
And he blamed the controller, and he blamed the newer version of Street Fighter 2 because you can just do the move and he doesn't have to press it. Yeah, it doesn't have to like press the buttons. So he was blaming it, and then he actually put up his US title, but I don't think they actually posted up down down yet, that second one. But yeah, that was
He took
pretty
the
cool.
Intercontinental belt for sure.
For sure he took it. I died because he's like, I'm gonna hang this in my wall.
Yeah, if y'all didn't know, Up Down Down is Xavier Woods' YouTube gaming channel. So check it out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. But it breaks kayfabe huge.
it breaks kayfabe. Yes, it does. But I feel like now, if he was doing this, I mean, obviously, internet wasn't around in the '90s then, but it's just not as big of a deal anymore.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you see Rusev tag teaming with New Day. Rusev all angry, but then you see him in that channel and he's smiling, talking about he gets all the new games and playing video games.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's interesting to see them like in real life. So, but yeah, in regards to the Miz is a great talker. I forget how good of a talker he is on the mic. And this past Monday really showed why you can be a good legitimate heel if given the chance, because he doesn't have to work that hard to be a heel.
Yeah,
No.
but
People hate him.
Legitimately.
he might, the whole Hollywood, I think what's stopping him from being a super good heel is the gimmick he has now, that whole Hollywood upper class ability. Like, maybe he can reinvent himself and don't need to have that. Because before that, what was he, like a little rock star? He was with Heath Slater, right? Or with Johnny Nitro? What was his gimmick before he turned on?
I forgot what
Hollywood
his-
A-lister.
I forgot his gimmick, but his Hollywood A-lister gimmick is reminiscent of The Rock's Hollywood
Rock.
gimmick when he came back as a heel.
Yeah.
But The Rock can make it work, but
The Rock didn't even need to switch up that much.
no, not really. But I mean, The Miz there's potential there for him to be, because we all like you were saying, boy. There's no really legitimate heels there in the WWE.
Yeah.
Like I said last week, I think the only legitimate heel they have is Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you go down the list.
Yeah, even then he still gets a crowd reaction.
Yeah, well, I think the nowadays is that the fans, the smart fans who
Smart
watch
fans,
it,
there you go.
are gonna cheer for the heel if they're a good wrestler and they do good work. They're gonna
The
cheer
Miz
for
has
them.
no good in-ring work
No.
that you can think of. Is there a match that you can YouTube and say, "Oh, Miz was so good in this match"?
He headlined WrestleMania, man.
He had
He hit like WrestleMania,
He cashed it on Randy Orton.
but do you remember that match at all?
He fought against John Cena. No, John Cena,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was John Cena.
No, he does not have.
He
classic
doesn't have
matches.
any legitimate in-ring work.
I mean, he's okay, man. He's not bad.
He doesn't
you-
suck, yeah, but
He doesn't have to be great. I mean, look at certain wrestlers that are not that great. John Cena. I hate to say
there
it,
you go, yeah.
but John Cena is not that great of a wrestler, but he's a hard worker. But it doesn't mean, like, with WWE now, it's like you don't have to be a great wrestler to be a champion now.
Roman
Well,
Reigns isn't the best wrestler to me.
He's actually pretty good.
Roman
Reigns
Reigns
is
is
good.
good.
Wrestler, though.
But Roman Reigns is a good wrestler. No good
He has
wrestler.
some good matches.
Yeah.
People just hate the fact that he's getting pushed down the throat, that they're blind to how good of a wrestler he actually is, or how much work he puts in.
Dean Ambrose is a really, really good wrestler.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler.
Yes, Dean
But-
Ambrose
but
is good.
He can't wrestle the way he wrestles.
I just hate the wacky line.
Which one?
The wacky line. His
Oh, that's what it's called?
No, that's what Michael Cole calls it. Michael Cole calls it the wacky line. The other
Yeah.
dude, Ranello, is that his name?
Yeah.
calls it the lunatic lariat.
Lunatic Lariat.
That sounds a lot better. Lunatic Lariat.
I like the lunatic lariat a lot
Actually,
better than the wacky line.
The wacky line.
I feel like Michael Cole and JBL, they'll just say stuff just to like see if he'll catch on, and sometimes it just goes miserable. The wacky line. Are you joking me?
But going back to AJ Styles,
I
I liked a little bit of what happened there with him showing his fire and actually, fighting back. But one thing I was like rolling my eyes at is when they were calling him a rookie.
He is not a rookie.
Far from
He's
it.
38 years old.
Far from it. Not a rookie. Yeah, sure, he's a rookie in the WWE, but you can't. Just because you're a rookie in the WWE doesn't make you a rookie.
Yeah.
He's not a rook.
Kevin Owens said the exact same thing when John Cena called him a rookie.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been in this business as long as you.
15 years.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer. I think that's what he said. The exact
But
words.
but the thing is, like, you are considered a rookie no matter if you come in new to WWE first year, you are considered a rookie. It's like Pablo Prigioni. How old was Pablo Prigioni when he was a rookie? How old was he?
Arvidas Sabonis?
Okay, there you go.
I love that comparison. Like
It's real life, bro.
It makes complete sense.
Complete utter sense. I know.
Marcellus Hortra.
I was gonna ask about that. Yeah.
On the Lakers?
How old is he?
He's old,
Yeah, he's
man.
old, yeah.
He has
He's
a
a
receding
rookie.
hairline. You can tell how old someone is by the receding hairline. Stop.
What's going on in the what was that?
Actually, on SmackDown, after the match against The Miz, Chris Jericho actually came out, or did he come out, or did he was commentating? One of them. They're gonna fight again next SmackDown.
Who's fighting?
Jericho versus
Miz?
Styles too.
Styles?
Next SmackDown. How do you feel about that?
I feel like Jericho cannot keep up with AJ Styles, bro. Jericho he's obviously falling off a little bit. Like, he's obviously falling off. He's not the same agility wise. He can't move the same he used to. And AJ Styles is still, he's old, 38 years old, but moving like he's still 5. Like, this is 2005 TNA, when TNA was still NWO. He's still wrestling like that. Mm-hmm. When I watch him how he wrestles now, he wrestles in the past. He's still, Jericho can't move like that anymore. I don't know. They can have a classic match just because they're two.
They had a really good match. The first one they had.
I didn't like.
We didn't like it.
I didn't like
Did
the
you like
finish.
it?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked
didn't
the
like the
match.
finish with it. I mean, the sunset flip. I mean,
I just felt like he didn't do enough offense.
dude, AJ Styles has so much moves, man, and they're not gonna allow him to do all those moves.
No, they're not.
He has so much moves, like that spiral tap. They're not gonna allow him to do that spiral tap finisher just for the simple fact that Neville has the hardest aerial finisher, and they want Neville to keep the hottest aerial finisher. That's just how I feel. What's going on in the Divas division though? What just happened?
Sasha Banks?
Sasha Banks breaking out from Team Bad.
Yeah.
Do you like how they pushed that angle? Or how they did that? Like, her coming out saying, "Oh, I'm going to be by myself." No disrespect. Then Team Bad coming out saying, "Oh, no, we hear you." And then in the middle of that match, it got kind of weird when Becky Lynch got thrown out, and then there was like about to like double team her outside, and all of a sudden it's like, "No, I got this. This is my match.
We're girls, right?
We're girls,
We're
right?"
girls.
It was just awkward, but it's just I guess the angle to put her by herself.
It was necessary.
Yeah, it was necessary.
Didn't they break up before that?
They broke.
Team
But
Bad.
they didn't show it?
Yeah.
They were trying to like
No,
just.
they broke up in
tease it.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
They broke up officially this past SmackDown.
No, the one before.
The
This
one
Raw.
before that, they didn't show it on TV.
They didn't show it on TV. But they broke up. I forgot what happened, but that's what I thought. So it was interesting to see that happening on Monday. But Sasha Banks needs to be on her own.
Yeah, but they didn't.
They didn't do.
It should have been hyped though. A little more build for them to break out. It was just like, okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. There's no like. I want to be on my own. Yeah, you guys were my girls 3 weeks ago on TV, but now it's done. I just felt like it was kind of sporadic. Either or, I'm happy she's alone because now she's really gonna stunt. She's gonna stunt. Watch.
So what you're saying? What they should have done then is tease the breakup
Tease it. Keep
for
teasing it.
like a month or
A
something
month?
like that. Because then that would slowly build up more and more.
It should have.
Sasha Banks
Yeah.
becoming a face.
Yeah.
Would help out more. I mean, though, like everybody likes her now, but it would have just done more to legitimize her
Like-
as a face.
Like it should have officially broke up in Fastlane. Like if they would have built it up, because it's like now when you look at it, you got Tamina and Naomi out. So like, what are they gonna do for WrestleMania? They just back burner? They're in the back burner, like, you know?
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, Well, but did you notice that? I feel like they're switching gears, and then Charlotte fought against Brie Bella and she lost. And then, are they switching gears and making Brie Bella fight Charlotte on Fastlane?
For the title?
Because the storyline kind of flipped. Because you don't. Now you see that Sasha Banks now looks like she's gonna feud with Team Bad. Yeah, and then now it looks like they're gonna do a Brie versus Charlotte match. Okay, and then they're gonna build that up, and just so they can have Sasha versus Charlotte at WrestleMania.
Okay, well then that's good because then that means they're spreading the women out. They're making different rivalries. They're making more combat for the girls.
This is their chance, though, to do that. What I was saying earlier about making multiple storylines. You keep the Team Bad breakup on the background, right? So that when Sasha and Charlotte fight at WrestleMania, and if Sasha wins, you can have her in a feud with Naomi, then you can finally show off Naomi's skills in the ring,
which are great.
Yeah, so this is something that they can do to flip it and make it into something to create more competitors in the Divas division. Because right now it's just Charlotte, Sasha, Becky.
That's it.
Paige.
She had a concussion, right? Yeah, she's out.
But she wrestled though. She wrestled.
She wrestled
2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah. I don't know. She's still. I don't know if they want her to be in the title hunt though. I think Paige has already had her. She's had her title runs. She won the title.
But Paige is one of the top divas.
She is. She started this whole thing. She started the whole thing. She's the catalyst for sure. The whole Divas revolution, and she doesn't get the credit for that. She doesn't like the 4 horsewomen get the credit for it, but really it was really Paige that really started it.
Stephanie tries to take credit for it though too.
She's the one. Stop, man. But yeah, I think Sasha Banks and Naomi, I think they can have a really clean rivalry. I really think they can.
Who, Charlotte and who?
No, Sasha Banks and Naomi. Yeah, I just feel like they've been with each other for so long, traveled, so they kind of built that relationship and a bond, and then I don't know, they can just make something really. They can bring heat to their little feud they have going on.
Oh, that's interesting. I still think that. Yeah, you're right about with Paige and stuff like that, because she really is. She was the one who came out first to challenge AJ, right, for the title.
AJ,
right?
Yeah.
Right,
right after WrestleMania. Then
she was supposed to be like to help carry the women's division, but the WWE never really focused on it as much. But now, like I was saying, they have great opportunity here for all these women's wrestlers to come up and bring up that division. I mean, I'm excited for it. If booked right, I'm excited for it.
I think what I feel coming is they're gonna try to bring Bayley in before Mania. I don't know. I feel that. I feel because she's fighting Carmella. Bayley's fighting Carmella next week, and I don't know. I really think she's gonna drop the title. And how they've been booking Bayley with the live shows is that I've said this before. They're bringing her out with Natty, and I think Natty's the perfect person to just bring up act like Bayley to the main roster, because they're just their personalities. And I don't know. I see the Fatal 4-Way match that happened at NXT Takeover last February between Lynch, Banks, Charlotte, and Bayley. I think they can book that for this WrestleMania. They have enough time. They can bring Bayley in. I don't know. That's how I feel. That's how I would do it. The Divas title.
Then how long is Bayley's run as champion then at NXT?
She won it July.
Okay.
Yeah, like Sasha Banks. Yeah.
Okay. I was afraid that her reign would have been a short reign before going.
No, Sasha Banks' reign was only like 5-6 months. Bayley can have 6 months. I mean, why should the women's title? Why should they have a long reign at NXT? It should not be that long. Main roster can be long, like Nikki Bella, but I think it would be such a good look if they bring Bayley out, and make that WrestleMania moment.
Yeah. Well, now at least now with some things on Raw and also with SmackDown unfolding, we can finally probably get not a clear picture of Fastlane, which is what I'm kind of upset. I wish we would have a clear picture of Fastlane and a card, the complete card. I'm tired of them not giving you a complete card of a pay-per-view until the Raw before, where they finally add a match or something like that. Like that, stuff like that should be announced already to hype, so that you can use the Raws to help build up that match. You know,
they've only announced one match for Fastlane, right?
Besides, well, they have the triple threat match.
The triple threat match.
They got Kalisto versus Del Rio,
and Del Rio
and a rematch. So other than that, we don't know what other matches are going to happen. So would you guys like to speculate on what you think you're going to see at Fastlane?
Is Kevin Owens booked for Fastlane?
Nope. Not yet, right?
Not yet. So they have one more week to give him a match?
Yeah.
I mean...
Ziggler?
The thing is, like, Dean's not doing anything with the Intercontinental, so he's just...
He's fighting in a triple threat match. The Intercontinental nothing's happening to the Intercontinental title. Because he's fighting in the triple threat match. Unless you put Dean in 2 matches, that's not
going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
Well, then that's just wasting, like time, and that's wasting time for that belt that deserves to be, like, defended at every high-level pay-per-view. Especially if they're trying to make Fastlane, like, a big deal now, which I'm reading that they're trying to do. You know, the pay-per-view before Mania, but I don't know.
What is the Wyatt's doing?
Just KO just not fighting Fastlane? No, he needs to fight at Fastlane.
No, yeah, but who would you have him fight? That's the question.
Oh my God, Dolph Ziggler! Stop, bro.
No, that's called fantasy booking. What would you do?
Yeah, who would you have him fight? Like right now, based off what's going on right now, how do you build a Fastlane match for Kevin Owens?
I would have him fight. I would have the so what happened at Royal Rumble? He threw AJ Styles out. But has they booked a match for AJ Styles for Fastlane? See, that's what I would do. I would book that the KO versus AJ Styles. So I would have that beef between him and Jericho end at this. They're fighting again on SmackDown or Raw?
Yeah, SmackDown.
I would just have it end there. Like, okay, and then he can start one with KO because you know. They wrestled so many times before, KO and AJ. So it can be a really great match, and then they can have that be just a normal match, and however it ends, DQ, however, and then they can have the rubber match be a high profile match at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, like that is.
You still have.
Just putting.
I feel like Chris Jericho is gonna be AJ Styles' opponent at WrestleMania.
Mania?
Yes. No, at Mania.
No. At Mania, yes.
No.
Bro, so they're gonna fight twice. They're gonna be their third match.
Yeah.
I think the rubber match is gonna be on Fastlane. To be
And I
honest
think
with
that's it.
you. Well, if I would book, the real booking is probably gonna be Ziggler versus Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles, a New Day versus.
See, like
Usos again?
You know what I'm saying? Like what
Or Golden Truth? If they come out, I mean,
the Golden Truth.
The Golden Truth. But those are like
that's a great tag team.
So those are like the things that they're planning. That's what it looks like, and it looks like it's gonna be either one of the Wyatts is gonna fight against Big Show on what's it called on
Eric Rowan again.
No, it's probably gonna be Braun Strowman. But that's probably gonna that's the actuality of what's gonna happen. But if I would do it, I would have AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, Fastlane. Then I will have the rubber match at WrestleMania,
and have it be like
or I would do. This is what I would do. In actuality, I would have Dean Ambrose turn heel at Fastlane, and then he's gonna fight AJ Styles at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title, and that's the way you give him that title first, and then that's when you elevate Dean Ambrose to main event status because now he's dropped the title, and he's the heel that you want now. He's gonna turn on Roman Reigns. It might be Brock Lesnar versus Triple H at WrestleMania. Oh. Who knows? You don't know because you don't know the card yet because everyone's so wishy-washy with the card right now. Like I've been hearing so many things about the card. Certain people, like, they're really pushing Braun Strowman. And from what I read, this man told Braun Strowman, do not show everything yet. Supposedly this man has a bunch of moves that he is not.
Strowman?
Yeah, Braun Strowman has a bunch of moves that
he got like a 450 splash.
Like,
Stop, bro.
No,
shooting star press.
They said he has a bunch of stuff. Don't show everything. You might see a lot more.
Dang.
You might see a lot more on Fastlane with Big Show. You might see something because they're gonna do something with Big Show. Unless then they're gonna do something with.
But what's the point of him not showing his moves? What's the point?
Because so when he does do his moves, you're just like, really? This guy has his moves? Like, I don't know. It's one of those things.
Like if AJ's wrestling at WrestleMania, he's unleashing all his moves.
Yeah.
Bro. Like for that time only, you're gonna see everything.
Like when John Cena busted out those moves, you're like,
You don't see him on Raw. You see him
but
on...
But the thing about John Cena busting out moves is that he's been wrestling for so long in WWE. When you see him do something new, it's like, what the hell's going on?
I mean, I don't know. Like the actuality compared to my fantasy is like completely different.
Yeah. So for me, I'm going to go off of what is actually going to happen, I think, too. So you have the triple threat, right? We think that it's going to be, probably, let's say, Strowman versus Big Show.
Yeah.
Right? We're probably looking at Owens versus Ziggler, right? Mm-hmm. Styles versus Jericho, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm thinking of. So you have Owens and Ziggler. They go at it, right? Owens, because we're thinking maybe Owens versus AJ at WrestleMania because that's a big match.
Yeah.
Right, and you want to save it for that. Mm-hmm. However, if you book it where Kevin Owens, let's say Kevin Owens loses to Ziggler, right? Mm-hmm. And then Owens, with his temper tantrum, starts beating Ziggler down. Who comes in for the save? Sami Zayn. Mm-hmm. Then you have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. You build that, right? So Jericho and AJ Styles, they'll have their match. They'll have a classic, at Fastlane. But most likely, Chris Jericho is going to win, right? Chris Jericho will win to win back his loss on AJ Styles. Something's going to happen at SmackDown, but nobody watches SmackDown as much. As much as they try to build it up, the results on SmackDown, you don't really follow, right? I'm just going off of Raw. Mm-hmm. So they fight each other. Chris Jericho wins this match. So their rubber match happens at WrestleMania, but you give them a stipulation. Whether it's something else or what. Or I could run with what Suplex was saying. Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. So Ambrose drops the belt.
Be a wonderful match.
Right? So let's say that match at Fastlane is done. Jericho and Styles, and we have Styles win. Styles goes over because Jericho needs to elevate someone. Styles goes over. Ambrose turns heel, like Suplex is saying. So Ambrose and Styles go at it, right? And then drop the belt to Styles so that Styles starts with the Intercontinental title. Ambrose finally goes into main event status, right? But I'm thinking that for WrestleMania they can go with the Owens Sami Zayn match because that's going to be one hell of a match.
That means they're gonna have Zayn booked twice that weekend.
Booked,
yeah, because they have a
Saturday.
That's fine.
They have the NXT Dallas takeover, and they have him going up against Nakamura's first match.
I mean,
Nakamura, yeah. The thing is weird about me was what I find weird about it is it's already like plastered on the internet, like Nakamura versus Zayn, like for Dallas takeover. There's like there was like no build up really. They just went straight with it, like Nakamura versus Zayn.
That's it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say if they do that, right? They don't double book.
You can't double book.
You could double book it, but let's say if they don't, then you build off of then you have Kevin Owens fight AJ Styles because that's something that they were building on at the Royal Rumble because of the elimination, right? Yeah. So either way, you have something for Kevin Owens, whether he fights AJ Styles or Sami Zayn, right? I kind of like that idea because like I said, he's one of the guys that has multiple storylines that he can fight anybody.
Yeah.
Right. Kalisto versus Del Rio. That's Kalisto's going to win again. I think Kalisto's going to win because they want to create that underdog guy, luchador.
But like, what are they trying to make like the value of the U.S. title? They're just making change hands SmackDown, change hands Raw. It changed hands like 3 times in a month.
Kalisto needs to win and SmackDown to help solidify it. And then they might have like one of those multi-tiered men matches at WrestleMania for the United States title, ladder match. Kalisto's going to do something crazy like he did in that tag team ladder match, and he'll end up winning.
They're going to do the exact same match from last year, but for the
United States
title.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Because WrestleMania is like the way they book it is they want to have as many people as possible on it.
Yeah.
You know, so. But let's talk about that triple threat, right? I feel that the only route they can go is Roman Reigns. I mean, like, because they want Roman Reigns to fight Triple H. It makes the most legitimate sense because of what Roman Reigns did to Triple H back in Survivor Series, right?
Yeah.
So that's the route we're going. What happens to Dean Ambrose? You do the AJ Styles, right? You could have him fight AJ Styles and drop the Intercontinental title to AJ. But what if there was another option? Like, what other options does he have?
Who, Roman Reigns after?
Dean Ambrose after, besides AJ Styles. Like, I don't know who his opponent would be at WrestleMania if not AJ Styles. But that's only assuming if Dean Ambrose turns heel.
Dean Ambrose has to turn heel.
Okay.
Does he?
No,
So
he doesn't.
I-
He doesn't need to turn heel.
I feel like he's because you're not
Red
turning
hair.
Roman Reigns heel.
Yeah.
People don't hate Dean Ambrose though, man. People hate Roman.
That
People
doesn't
hate
mean that he's not gonna turn heel because everyone hates Roman Reigns. Doesn't mean Roman Reigns is gonna turn heel. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna do something to make sure that this man turns heel. He's gonna be a heel turn in there. It has to be.
Between one of them, there is for sure going to be a heel turn.
And it just doesn't make sense. This man's not gonna be like, hey man, I worked so hard to put this man over to be a face, just to throw it all away.
Yeah, he's not.
Yep.
Roman Reigns is not gonna.
The only time that
Yeah.
the best chance for them to turn Roman Reigns heel is after WrestleMania. It's gonna be that because McMahon's probably gonna get his moment. Yeah, he won. The fans gonna boo him. Then Roman Reigns, you have no choice but to turn him heel. He got his WrestleMania moment, wins the title, you know. But if the fans boo him, then I feel like you have no choice but to turn him heel after that.
Well, John Cena gets booed at every show he goes.
He gets
to.
booed and cheered, right?
Yeah, I mean the same thing with Roman Reigns too.
Yeah.
For the most part, Roman Reigns has been getting pops everywhere. Besides this last pay-per-view.
Where were they? Orlando? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, smart crowds they boo Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Philly, Orlando, like freaking.
Philly cheered for him when he won
Philly
the title.
cheered, yeah.
But no,
But they
wait, you know what?
originally booed for him.
No, but you know what? That's there's a difference between a rock crowd and a pay-per-view crowd. The rock crowd are more they're because like you know you have a bunch of kids that come and you know the tickets are cheaper for Raw versus a pay-per-view. So the pay-per-view, I feel like the fans there are you'll have a more the ratio of smart fans versus casual fans or like fans is there's higher smart fans at a pay-per-view versus on a Raw.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why you get more booing on a pay-per-view versus a Raw. So, but you know, talking about WrestleMania and what's going to happen, there was a tweet by Scott Hall where he sent out a tweet saying that how WWE should book the main event for it. Basically, he said Triple H with Shawn Michaels in his corner versus Roman Reigns with The Rock in his corner with Daniel Bryan as a special referee.
The Daniel Bryan part does not make
It
sense.
does not make sense.
Like, where does Daniel Bryan come out to be like?
It's
I'm
just-
gonna be like,
No.
you're gonna come out and be like, yes, I'm the referee, yes. Like, this man wouldn't do that.
It's just the fact that it's the biggest WrestleMania and there's still hundreds of thousands of Daniel Bryan fans and they just want to simply see the man.
He's gonna hijack the main event.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon doesn't want that.
Yeah, you have a point. I can personally care less about saying Daniel Bryan.
Why don't you just have Daniel Bryan be the special guest referee for AJ Styles match? It doesn't make like why does it have to be main event? It doesn't make sense. Like I understand the HBK part, I understand the Rock part, but Shawn Michaels don't want to get hurt, man.
Shawn Michaels is sticking to his guns of not wrestling anymore since he's retired. Because so many people have retired and wrestled, and Shawn Michaels is like, I'm not going to be that guy.
I Ric Flair.
Yeah, Hogan.
Have you guys seen the poster for Fastlane?
What is it?
It's Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Eva Marie in the middle. Okay, so do you guys think they're using? Okay, do you guys think Eva Marie just because she's bomb they put her on the poster, or they might throw her in the mist out of nowhere?
Is this the official poster?
Yeah, it's pretty small.
She's in the ad. Like if you watch
she's
the
in the ad,
She's in the
throwing
ad.
the flags down.
Yeah.
and she's in NXT. Like, why are you promoting a girl?
Maybe she's just the girl, like the sexy girl to be on. Like
Fastlane.
She looks like those types of card girls, you know.
man, she's just a bae. Stop, man.
She is super bae. Stop, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I Scott Hall, as much as I love the dude, you know, we got his autograph. We met him at.
I love him to death.
We met him at Mania. Gave him 2 sweet side, man. One of the best moments of my life.
I will never forget that.
You should not book, man. You should not book. Yeah,
you don't think he should book? You think he'll be a bad booker?
Yes, man. He was part of WCW's worst part.
Worst part, yeah, he was.
So,
but a lot of that had to do with Kevin Nash also, though. Like, Kevin Nash had
and
takes two.
And Hogan. Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, every time you hear Scott Hall's name and the way you know other wrestlers and veterans talk about him, they say he's the smartest, one of the smartest guys in the business.
He got over without having to win the WWF championship.
Yeah, and I remember he said like
because he said you don't need to have.
He was never like crazy about that.
Yeah,
which is crazy because it's every wrestler's dream to be the heavyweight belt, but it wasn't really his dream to accomplish that. I mean, it would have been great, but he changed the game by not being a heavyweight champion.
Thanks, Scott Hall.
Who won between you or Scott?
Stop. Yeah, but you know, there's some. I hate to do this, but I want to talk about the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Man, sad day.
Being diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Man,
you know, I hate to bring the mood down on the podcast after we talk about Scott Hall, but this is actually some pretty big news.
Yeah, super big. I don't know. I feel like he's just had it I feel like he's had it, and he just never. Really, he hasn't, and he just haven't broke the news.
With prostate cancer, you don't really know until
you just get checked.
Yeah, because it's one of those things you're supposed to check like after I think 40. Yeah, after a certain age, 40, 50, you have to get your prostate checked. But then you don't really start seeing signs and symptoms of like prostate cancer or anything wrong with your prostate until you see like when you start peeing and then you notice that you have like urinary retention or like you'll see it's your stream is like harder or something like that. That's when you have a noticeable thing about like prostate cancer or any type of anything wrong with your prostate. So it just sucks that I mean it's very curable. I mean
very right.
People very curable.
Okay.
I mean you just have to remove your prostate, get a TERP. You know, it's one of those things.
You know, our condolences and you know prayers and just goes to the Hart family and. You know, it's a big blow to the wrestling world because you know everybody loves Bret the Hitman Hart. You know, I know I love him,
especially Mr. On.
Especially me, I met him, freaking the best. He spelled my name wrong, but do not care at all.
Yeah, he put Mr. Off.
So that was a good joke. Stop, man.
Bro, Suplex Charlie loves Bret Hart too because at his wedding he came out to the Bret Hart song with the Bret Hart goggles on. I can't believe his wife.
And I was the only pop you got.
Yes, the dummy Mark pop.
Super Mark pop,
like the dummiest Mark pop I've ever heard. The best part was when we were in the back waiting for you to get called in. I went in first before you. You looked at me and you put on the glasses. I was like, shh. My eyes just lit up. I walked in. I think I looked at you, Mr. On, and I said, "This is gonna be good." Oh my gosh!
Cool, man. But yeah, our condolences go to Bret Hart. Also, another form of bad news. Actually, this is really bad news to anyone that watches ECW from 1993, 1999. A wrestler by the name of Axl Rotten passed away at the age of 44. Axl Rotten was he was great for his hardcore style, and he was mainly known for his tag team with Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney, yeah.
I love Balls Mahoney is just the best name ever. But anyway, back to Axl Rotten. Yeah, they say he died at the age of 44. Didn't really give a cause. They didn't say how. But you know, when you're a wrestler and you die kind of at that age of 44, you can just kind of almost. I don't want to make assumptions, but you can almost kind of say it's either drug related or you know what I'm saying. It always got to be drug related. I mean, if it's 44.
When you're wrestling, like let's say 365 days a year, or like let's say 300 days a year for like 7 years, you got to be hooked on some kind of painkillers.
Yeah, that's how it
for sure.
Is,
you know, whether it's Norcos, Percocets, you know, those are two. Norcos are actually the most prescribed drug in the United States. So those two things right there is, and then when you're on those things, you can go on a combination of uppers and downers. You know,
Yeah.
So and that combination is lethal.
Yeah, it's just hard. Like, how do you just? I feel like they get sucked into the addiction. They don't choose to get addicted, but you know, you get slammed. Yeah,
because if you think about a lot of the other wrestlers too,
Kurt Angle has battled addiction as well.
Yeah, that's what it said. Scott, yeah. Shawn Michaels was probably one of the biggest ones. Jake the Snake, yeah, he has a. I really want to watch that.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Diamond Dallas Page was never.
never-
He was the clean one. Diamond Dallas Page was the one helping people.
Oh, okay.
You know, but yeah. Speaking of Jake the Snake,
He just
he has
looked like
that.
one,
You did.
He has that documentary. Have you guys seen the
No, I
trailer?
haven't seen it.
The
but-
Resurrection of Jake the Snake.
I want to watch it.
Stone Cold saying, I mean, it's Stone Cold, but he's saying it's one of the best documentaries he's ever seen. He cried.
But addiction, drug addiction within wrestlers is very common.
Very common.
Very common. And then, like you were saying, because of the age, you could only assume that that's probably one of the things.
I mean, 44. That's pretty young. I mean, to pass away and being a professional wrestler, that's not. And it wasn't reported a car accident. It wasn't reported, suicide. So I mean, when you're a wrestler, it's always one of two things: overdose. It's always like an overdose.
Or maybe he wasn't just not healthy. He wasn't.
he was
heart
he was
attack.
he wasn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
he wasn't like the healthiest looking guy. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a possibility he might have had like a stroke, heart attack, or
It's true.
Crazy. Well,
But, I
he's
mean-
not the healthiest looking. He looks healthier than Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney's still hitting people in the head with chairs.
balls.
Yeah, Balls Mahoney he's so tight to me.
Okay, there's one thing about last week we had a podcast and then we totally like disregarded. I don't know how.
Yes, that's
We
right.
totally disregarded The Rock coming out. Well, we did not talk about it.
Oh yeah.
How did you feel about that promo with The Rock? That ran 20. I think it was 23 or 26 minutes.
It's the Rock and New Day. I feel like wow. It was kind of surprising. I didn't expect The Rock to come out to interrupt the New Day. That's what he did, right?
The New Day came out and then The Rock.
Oh, the New Day came. So The Rock came out.
Yeah.
And then New
And
Day
New Day
came.
came out,
That's
yes.
that's perfect. That means that's even more perfect.
Yeah, like really, New Day's kind of on. For them to
Yeah.
go out.
To interrupt The Rock, like The Rock probably was like, "You guys are. I want yeah."
They
Yeah.
stood toe to toe with him too.
Yeah, and I kind of died that like The Rock bashed on Saxon. He was like, and black guy. And then when New Day came out, and they were like,
That's
Byron
Byron
Saxon. He's probably the best announcer at the table right now.
Guy-
And then Byron Saxon was all like, oh,
I like New Day.
I like the New Day now.
I died when he said Big E was like a big nerd. I died. He said it looked like Hulk had sex with a Urkel. I died.
Why is The Rock the most burnt dude? I can't believe we missed that last week, man. That was like one of the biggest returns. Whenever The Rock comes back, it's always big, but we just totally forgot. We talked about Matt Hardy instead of The Rock,
Yeah.
What is it looking like for The Rock in WrestleMania? Maybe Usos and The Rock versus New Day?
New Day.
Maybe?
The Rock can't fight. I don't think he's not allowed to fight.
He's not.
That Baywatch contract, man.
Oh yeah.
You got that Baywatch contract.
Oh yeah, he got bigger money.
Bigger
Yeah,
money.
like bigger money to get.
Yeah. He's the highest paid actor. He puts out movies all the time.
of the
Yeah,
year of
making
this past year.
Yeah,
billions.
this last year, this
Making
dude
billions.
making billions, bro.
His
He's
movies are making
literally-
billions.
His
We're
movies
talking
make
about the
billions.
great one, man.
Like probably been in like 8 movies last year.
What movies was he in? San Andreas.
San Andreas, I think
Fast and
Fast.
Yeah,
Furious.
Fast Furious.
Oh yeah, right. That made him a lot of money.
Yeah.
Probably more, and they're gonna make another one.
Yeah.
This dude's gonna make a.
He's
He's
a
making
workhorse, man.
He's making a Disney cartoon.
He's a workhorse, man.
Like
The Rock is just.
That's why he's rich.
He's on Ballers.
Hercules. He had a lot of movies.
Yeah.
last year.
I hate the Hercules because I hate the long hair that he had in that movie. Oh my
The
god.
Rock can afford a McPit, you know what I mean? The Rock can afford a McPick, doesn't think twice about it.
It's $1 million,
Stop,
man.
bro.
You can buy 500,000 McPicks, bro.
What you think he picking the McPicks? If The Rock would get a McPick too, what would he pick?
2 small fries.
Amonti cheese and a McDouble.
Those are matzo sticks on the double cheese.
I don't know. He doesn't look like a McDouble type of dude, though. I think he looks like a McChicken type of
He
guy.
does look like a McChicken guy, but
I'm gonna tell you, yeah.
Yo, he
Sure.
probably
No,
bought
he
like
likes his protein though. You see it his Instagram, he's just
Protein out the game,
like
man.
meat, pancake, pancakes next to his steaks. Like,
I mean, he has to literally work out like that. Can you imagine if that man does not work out like that? This guy will get so fat. Like,
for real, just
Yeah.
because
because his metabolism is like he wakes
Through
up
the
every
roof.
day at 4:30 to run. He doesn't really run. He does elliptical. Big Bertha calls it Big Bertha, but whatever hotel's he in, he wakes up at 4:30 and he literally does like 3-4 miles.
He's gonna end up looking like he did on was that a Disney movie, Game Day or Game Plan or something like that with the little girl.
He's just
See how skinny he was in that movie.
yeah.
Ridiculously skinny.
He's like fat. He's not fat, but he's bulky. Well, he's like
He's jacked, bro.
Jacked.
Like,
What are we talking about right now?
yeah.
he's
When the Rock,
Buff. He's super buff.
The Rock. I like The Rock when he
Was
fought
fat.
like Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Like he was still toned, cut.
yeah, he looked
was-
really toned.
Yeah, he was just super toned. Now he's just freaking gigantic.
He's like a bodybuilder because of that movie,
Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain.
Yeah.
He gained all that weight because of that movie. You know, he gained all that
Bro, he
muscle.
He was really good in that movie too.
Yeah, he was
He
actually.
was actually really good.
Yeah, but I can't believe we forgot about The Rock. I mean,
Yeah.
20 minutes long is that? I think when The Rock comes to Raw, like I feel like he gets to do whatever he wants.
They actually got in trouble, man, because the WWE got in trouble for sexuals.
Philama penises.
No, it's
Lana.
about like
Oh, with Lana.
with Lana.
Yeah.
Lana, like, because they're saying like WWE's sexist, and you know how he did that whole skit about like
Different
you know,
positions and
different
all
positions,
that,
like totally disrespecting women.
women.
Yeah, and then female hear about it and they complain. So I think WWE's trying not to. They're straying away from that right now currently.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was not that. It was like multiple things. It was like that and something else. I forgot what happened else. But yeah.
Yeah, he said a few offensive things to Lana.
Like if a girl was to see it, didn't know it, just be dummy offended.
Yeah, and I mean Rusev, right there too.
Yeah.
This and
And they're also saying that the WWE allowed it because like Lana was on the hot seat.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we'll just like go ahead, let's do it.
She lost a lot of momentum, man. She's still bomb as heck, yeah, but coming out of that wrist injury, it all went away, man. God,
She broke kayfabe nasty style.
Yeah, man. So what happened?
Yeah, maybe she shouldn't have done that. Maybe she shouldn't have. Not during the middle of the storyline.
In the middle of the
While her and
storyline.
Ziggler still dating.
But it was a whack storyline, man.
Yeah, the storyline was whack to begin with.
Just like
Yeah,
Lana
but-
wearing them denim.
Just the way it ended,
outfits.
it was.
I like the business suit Lana.
I like the denim skirt, Lana.
I like the
her
Tammy
skirt.
Lynch sunny side up.
Oh my gosh.
I like
Tammy.
I like the
Tammy
China
Sitch.
8 Nights in China. Sean Waltman. Stop, bro.
Oh my gosh. Can't believe Sunny.
Did you know she actually took her ring off eBay after signing that?
She probably made the money.
She made the money. She made 100K.
Wow.
That's 100 times more than. That's close to 90K, but it's 100K. You know,
90K. Shout out to Mr. 90K.
got checks for you already.
We're 90K out right now. We're about to see 90K tomorrow, so we're all about to. It's exclusive for except $100 Man. Me, Suplex Charlie, and the boy we're gonna go to Oxnard and
See 90K.
see 90K, spend 90. Stop, bro. But it's gonna should be fun tomorrow.
You guys have a good time out there.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't get my permission slip signed to go, so
Oh, also, me and where are we going next? Where are we going?
Oh, we're going to Raw.
We're going to Raw.
We're going to Raw next.
Floor
You
seats.
going?
Yeah.
yeah, both Suplex and Mr. On are gonna. Hopefully, you're sitting on the side. Roman Reigns comes
We
out.
got
Yeah.
floor seats. Roman Reigns come out, bro.
Man, we've been telling you guys, man. We've been texting inside
No
the
one's
room,
trying to
man.
go,
No
bro.
one said anything. So
I was about to, but I
Bro,
couldn't
we've
go.
been saying
we've been
Raw,
texting
bro. We've
for the
been
longest,
saying
like,
that.
for like 2 months.
Anaheim, bros, for the longest time.
Yeah.
So it's the Raw
Is it for
before
free?
Fastlane.
No, man, we're going.
Oh,
They paid for it.
We paid
It's the Raw. It's the Raw before Fastlane. So hopefully, oh gosh,
Hopefully AJ Styles fights.
hopefully.
Oh my god! You
Oh my
haven't
god,
seen
I
this
totally forgot about. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brock Lesnar probably gonna be out.
marking out right now, bro. Yeah, if I say AJ Styles fight, I'll be.
So we got some interesting things to talk about next week.
Yep, for sure.
For is it this Monday? No, next
it's
Monday.
Monday after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monday
So
after
2 weeks from
Fastlane.
The Monday,
The Monday
before.
before Fastlane.
Monday before Fastlane. So it's next Monday, right?
Yeah.
15.
2 more
It's,
Raws.
it's in Anaheim, California.
Yeah.
So I hope to hear a lot of good things about your guys' experience
Right.
at that
I'm
time.
gonna,
jealous.
like try to record some audio so I can like play it for the podcast, like while
I'm
we're
just,
there.
I'm just sad that we're not gonna be dipping in the 6, bro.
I mean, I can. I'll
Stop,
do my
man.
best. Stop, bro. Nah, but
Right.
a good episode, guys. This is Top Rope Smarkcast. I'm Mr. On.
This is Suplex Charlie.
It's the boy.
And this is the $100 Man.
And we'll see you guys next week.